everybody! Welcome back. Prison Architect. Let's do this. I had a couple of things on my to-do list. There's so many hearses. You don't need a hearse per dead body. Look, the family can do whatever the family wants. I'm just saying I think it's a little overkill. Don't make such a big deal out of it. So the first thing I wanted to do is install these CCTV cameras so we can actually get better vision over here. And that's it, so thanks for watching. No, apart from that, I have a couple of things that I still want to keep an eye on. We might build a second workshop, and I hate the fact that I'm saying this already, but we're getting low on money. A little bit. I mean, 204,000 is still probably more cash in hand than we've ever had outside of this one little prison that we've made here. That being said, we had like 800 or maybe 500 when I started the recordings today, so we've spent a lot of money. And we're making a little bit, but it's going to take us like a whole month to make back. Well, yeah, it's going to take us a while, let's put it that way, to make back what I've used here. Is this really where you want to go with the CCTV camera that's installed? Why is it just pointing down? What do you mean job in progress, install? Do they actually need to be wired right in? Maybe they do. Oh, no. Don't build that. Build down like this. Okay. Well, we'll still connect them. It should work. I don't know. Sometimes they're a little bugged out, but we'll take you all the way down here. I gotta say, I like the little network we've got going on here. I don't think that's gonna connect properly. Utilities. Oh my god, there's another freaking fight. Snitch? Yep. Of course. Well, it's good that we didn't base our economy on trying to avoid this. We might want to start using different regimes for different classes. Alright, good. We got the double monitor there. Double monitor here. And can our other one be... No, there's still some wiring to be installed. That's okay. Yeah, our prison economy is not based on avoiding murder, which I think is clearly turning out to be a good thing. So for planning, I was planning on extending our cafeteria, not by much, and it might even be more trouble than it's worth. But I wanted to expand it out like 2 blocks, basically. So we'll just move our metal detectors. Yeah, and this will just allow us to fit maybe another couple of tables, maybe even 2 new rows of tables in here. So we'll just make sure that we're dismantling these. Dismantle. Dismantle. I have to click dismantle, because if I click, clear indoor area, it'll seriously just get rid of them. Which is not something I would like. But I think this expansion makes sense, and it doesn't cause much more congestion. You know, we already had, a big hallway here. We just made it slightly smaller, and it's going to make our cafeteria, or a canteen, I should say, a much better fit. So we'll demolish these walls like this, and then we'll start building walls out like this. It's a very small change. In spite of being a small change, I think it's the kind of thing that could have a, it could extend the lifespan of this canteen by another 50 prisoners. I don't know. Make sure that we're installing our metal detectors, which we have 6 of right here. Now, the only thing I could see going disastrously wrong here is if this changes our grid so that our grids now connect. It's not going to do that, which is very nice. Are we going to need to build some extra electrical wiring? Probably. That should take care of it. All right. And then we'll just expand our canteen out somewhat. Like so. And we'll start installing our new tables. And yeah, this actually looks like it's going to be really nice. I don't think we're going to be able to install 2 more rows of tables. If we put them like right up against one another, we could. But I'm just going to instead say, like, this is our other wing of the cafeteria right here. And you know what? I was dreading that for like 3 or 4 episodes here, because I knew I was going to have to expand this cafeteria at some point, but this was actually relatively painless. Which is fine by me. We can also make it a little larger just by putting some tables back here. Even if we don't put benches on them for now, I think that will expand the eating area at least. Maybe, I don't know. And we'll install like a new serving table here and here. Maybe we should put a bench there. It's gonna start to get real freaking crowded in here. It's deceptive though. I'm not saying this is gonna double the size of our the people that we can serve in our canteen, but it could go a long way. Alright, so we got one more CCTV camera to hook up here. And prisoners are coming in about an hour. So I've accomplished a lot of what I wanted to accomplish right here. Get this hooked up. And then hook it back up the other way. I guess we could have done this before, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Good, it's all set up. What are you trying to... There's like a brick wall you're trying to build here? If I go to utilities, brick wall, where was that? You don't need to construct a brick wall there. The brick wall is already constructed. No wonder you're failing at constructing the brick wall. The brick wall's already constructed. Okay, now we've got a big open space over here. To me, this screams second workshop. But what do we need a second workshop for? Well, we need get people working on actually producing some exports. That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Right now, we are not producing any exports at all, I think. We may once people actually get through some of these programs, but I really wish our visitors didn't walk along the road. I know I said that they should walk along the road, but I regret that decision immensely. Connor Dusty Mercury, world famous thief known for his silver tongue and quick wit. Alfred Fredo Chan. Started from the bottom of the Boston underworld, Chan ruthlessly murdered his way to power. The FBI finally gathered enough evidence and convicted Chan of 27 counts of murder, racketeering, extortion, and conspiracy to commit murder. Can we have a round of applause for Alfred Chan, who actually wrote a serious bio for a prisoner? Give him a round of applause, everybody. It's your money. You can choose how to spend it, but I appreciate that after reading so many. You know, I hacked Barack Obama and changed his screen name to Dick Fucker. Much prison, such law. Wow, this is Doge Wow Shebaston. Louis McGoogly McGann, the baddest man alive since a certain white/black man. This malevolent degenerate can kill a person with any part of his body. Yes, any. Finally apprehended with the help of 3 army battalions, 19 tanks, 6 fighter jets, and a stealth bomber. I kind of like that one. If you're going to go over the top, go over the top. Daniel Quaker Majut. It's Polish, I guess. He was the young, strong man who was probably going to fail in life since he has nothing. Oh, man, that's a bummer. Richard Featherstone. Great name. All right, I think we got another truck even. All right, a few more prisoners. Nothing. Vladimir Kilarurutha. Vladimir is a ruthless man, a trained assassin. Took to the roofs of Perth on his 21st birthday. Armed with a sniper rifle, he killed 43 people and injured many more. After jumping off the roof and killing another 4 people, he got his infamous nickname. Ah, yeah, as you murder innocent people with a sniper rifle. You're a real badass. Yoni Exa Ekinen. For a longest, he was just a normal man. Until he finally snapped. He started to brew his own beer, and after the first batch tasting, he went on a famous homebrew rage and trashed the whole neighborhood while blasting out Slayer from his stereo. Hey now, homebrew radio, turn that shit up. Seriously though. We're having decent showers here. You know, this one's still a little crowded, but they're not murdering each other yet. Do we have any potential CIs? Like, we've got to have some people in solitary here. Doesn't look like we have potential CIs. I'll activate our existing CI. He's been in prison for seemingly 100 years. We're making $6,000 a day. And you know what? This is going to rise like crazy. We still have 220 capacity for where we can hold more prisoners. And that's just going to be money in the bank. Money in the bank as we get going. Right now, all of that money is being made on prisoners. I think. You know what? I'm going to fire like 10 of our workmen. Sorry to do this right around the Christmas season, but you know, this will make me more money in the long term. And it's going to be a while before we need as many workmen, I think. We'll probably end up rehiring them. There you go. We fired like 8. We'll probably end up rehiring them fairly soon, I guess, but it's going to be a while before we make an addition that large, including the foundation. I can afford to wait a little bit longer to build cells over here. That shower area is large enough. The kitchen is beyond large enough. No question about that. It's open concept. We can always fit like another row of stoves, another row of fridges, and another row of sinks here if we need to. But for right now, everyone's getting fed. And honestly, Our prisoners seem like pretty happy, I gotta say. All the needs relatively taken care of. Alright, I think our valuation is bullshit, honestly. It's because I spent so much cash, but as we get prisoners actually in here, how much is each capacity is worth 500, but each prisoner that we actually have is worth more too, aren't they? Well, I guess it just gives us more cash on hand. Okay. Cash in hand, whatever. In any case, this is good. If I was just scumming to get our valuation up, I would be a little perturbed by the fact that we lost so much value recently. But because I'm also trying to have fun and run a prison here, and get our capacity up and achieve all that good stuff, I don't feel too bad about it. Let's look at our programs. 17 have passed Workshop Safety Induction. 6 have passed the Foundation Education Program. That's not so good. Pharmacological treatment of drugs, good job. Only 1 person in behavioral therapy. Bums me out, man. I built like 15 chairs for that. Alcoholics group therapy takes place by a psychologist in a common room. Let's schedule it. No equipment. Oh, because you need chairs, right? Each prisoner requires a chair. I've got all these sofas. They're even better. Well, maybe we won't do Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, we could build another common room just for that. But I don't really love the thought of doing that. You know what I do love the thought of? It's maybe getting a shakedown done at some point soon. Do we need a second workshop? How many people are doing these workshop safety courses? We only have like 10 doing it right now, I think. More people doing foundation education. We could get a second foundation education classroom started and maybe finish that grant faster, but is 40 grand really worth all that much to us right now? The way our prison is set up? I don't think so. Maybe we would benefit from a forestry area. Yeah, now you're talking. That's what people are saying, probably. A forestry area. Tell you what. Let's build, can we... Oh, that's an outdoor area. Can I just click, like, sell object on all these trees? No. Dismantle. First things first, I'll eat your brains, then I'll start rocking gold teeth and fangs, because that's what a motherfucking monster do. We're gonna... Like, it, without the Kanye West... lyric. I guess it's a Nicki Minaj lyric. I apologize. I know she's divisive. We're gonna clear these trees, which is ironic because then I'm going to build a fenced-in area around here, and we're gonna build like a pretty big forestry area. So we're gonna break the trees, and then we're gonna plant new ones. And it's gonna take forever for our workmen to actually get... I don't even know how our workmen are gonna get to these trees. I guess we'll have to install like a staff door here or something. Can they even... I guess if our workmen walked all the way around, yeah, the outside here, they could do it. Our hearse... Oh my god, is this... Are we witnessing the most... Nope. I thought we were going to see the end of hearse meta. Sadly, no such luck. That's okay. Alright, it's going to take forever to dismantle these trees, but that's okay. How is our newly expanded canteen working out for us? Prisoners are no longer being fed because it's work time. How's our workshop working out for us? There's nobody in the workshop? This is horse hockey. Is it... Like, produce some license plates. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. Well, at the very least we can sell all these. Yeah, that's some real money right there. Seeing if I missed any along the walls. Doesn't seem so. The sell object tool is really nice, but it kind of feels like it's just... The reason it's so nice is because the supply chain or like the export chain doesn't totally work the way it's supposed to work, but maybe I'm mistaken in that. I could be mistaken in that. I don't want to blame the game. And whenever I comment on something about the game, I don't want people to react and be like, well, why don't you do better? You know, they're doing the best they can. I fucking love Prison Architect, dog. Don't be so reactionary. That being said, there are some things that can occasionally be a little annoying. I wish that there was maybe like an advanced tutorial on how to actually set up like a good forestry to workshop to exports kind of thing going on. But I love the game. I'm playing the crap out of it, even though like Alpha 26 was just a bug bash. I'm still sitting here, even though Rebirth is out, the game that I've been looking forward to forever. Not saying that I enjoy Prison Architect more than Rebirth, but I'm sitting here going like, I want to jam out with like an hour or two of Prison Architect right now, or 3 or 4 hours of Prison Architect. So we still got this whole area. I don't really want to invest in a second workshop when we're not even using the first workshop during its second free period for actual work. But I guess if you had the choice between work and free time, most of the time, if all of your needs were taken care of and you were making like 11 cents an hour making license plates, you'd probably rather just have some free time, right? So that you don't go freaking crazy. Yeah. We have literally 220 capacity here. That is absurd. Maybe instead of expanding our prison, it's time to work on improving our prison. We've had 17 escapes. That all took place on one day, in my defense, Your Honor. 7 deaths. Those have been a little bit more spread out. Reform's not great. Security is not great. Health is really bad. Lots of drugs getting into the prison. I really don't want to... I'll tell you why I'm not doing a shakedown. It's the lamest reason of all time, but I'm not doing a shakedown because I know it's not going to finish properly. Does that make me a little baby? Maybe it makes me a little baby. Why you gotta call other people a little baby? To just make yourself feel better? Who's the baby now? Ruled by your freaking juvenile emotions, aren't you? Okay. I don't think we're going to build the second workshop up here. We can always, keep expanding further and further up. That's only 30 grand. Build another $50,000 addition up here. I think we're going to make more cells. Man, we are dangerously close to having our grids collide here. If we were going to make more cells, we would want to plan. A failure to plan is a plan to fail. These go up 9, I believe. And then split them like right down the middle like this. And then we want like a 3-tile wide pathway. Not 4. 3-tile wide pathway. This is actually really easy. Now that I've gotten this like template finally down. Turns out, taking your time to do things right the first time is almost a little easier than like doing it ramshackle as time goes on. I feel like playing Prison Architect is actually teaching me a valuable lesson about how to, make changes in my own life. Be more diligent, be more responsible, and take some time to... Just in the middle of my realization, you're gonna make a fucking bolt for it? I can't even fill in the tunnels that are on the ground. What am I supposed to do about that? Click and drag, remove tunnels like that? I don't know, man. We're gonna have 2 escapes right now. There they go. Honestly, I guess we're gonna have to do a shakedown to figure out where the freaking, where the tunnel starts, because otherwise people can just like, knock, knock, who's there? I'm leaving your prison. I wonder if they saw the body of the dude who got sealed beneath the prison down there. It was like a modern day kind of Lemmywinks. Too bad nothing rhymes with, oh, wait, there is. Get out of here, Rodriguez. Get on your merry way. It's difficult to survive inside this penitentiary. The canteen lies above you. Beelzebub below. I don't know. I thought that was a pretty good start. That planning looks kind of sexy over there, I gotta say. So sure, shakedown. After our prisoners get here in 47 minutes. Because the shakedown, I don't even care if it finishes as long as we maybe discover the tunnel. If we discover the tunnel, that's the only thing that matters. This prison is going to be far too large to actually search effectively. And that's fine, We could hire more guards, but I don't think it's necessary. Alright, so we'll wait till our new prisoners actually get inside, and then we'll start the shakedown. We got a lot of them. James Ingham. Alex Parkin. Craig Bedwetter Bates. Bedwetter was sent to prison after boring someone to death by talking about his new girlfriend, then eating said person's remains. Oh shit, that got crazy pretty quickly. Andrew Jezediah Kotska went on a GTA-style rampage running over any person or streetlight he could find. He said that he was trying to get a high score. I get that, like, this is supposed to be, like, I don't know, endearing. Like, hey, that's crazy. They like video games, they're crazy. But this is the weird, like, it's not Introversion's fault, but the people writing the bios, and yes, they have a sense of humor about it. Maybe I should lighten up, but they're like glorifying like running over innocent people because it makes a reference to a video game, and I'm like, I don't know, because it's getting like a little real because you're in prison now. I don't know. I love Death Race 2000. Maybe I should just lighten up a little bit. Neil Longarm Berevowitz. Neil Longarm Berevowitz was convicted of taking 20 hostages and killing them all simply because one of them took his sandwich and refused to fess up. See, now that's a serious crime. Blackbeard, your father's here. Could you perhaps tell him to put a shirt on? Seems like kind of inappropriate behavior. What do we have? Oh, I was still going to build a forestry area over here. That's correct. Let's get to work on that as well. As of right now, I was about to get to work on those cells, but I think it's probably more pressing that we get a forestry area. And you know what? Before I forget, we'll hire some more gardeners. Because they're going to need to plant the trees. Once we get these fences up, the forestry area should go up immediately. Wow, are all the prisoners inside already? Pretty much. We'll wait until they get in their cells, and then we'll start our shakedown. The shakedown, also the name of a infomercial sold product that promises to shake your ketchup and other condiment bottles so that you can more easily retrieve the delicious bounty from the bottom of their jars. It's $200 and something, promises to pay for itself within no time flat, and I believe is marketed by the same guy who did that like Balloon Boy hoax on CNN like a few years ago. It's weird, but that's the kind of world we live in, and maybe it's cool. I don't know. I'm not paying $200 to get more ketchup out of a jar that cost me $1.50, though. That just seems like you got the whole market segment backwards there, man. Now this whole area is fenced off. That's exactly what I want. Forestry. Gonna guess that looks like some trees. Well, sort of. And got to do some creative clicking and dragging here. I'll do like one like this. One like this. And maybe a further one like this. There you go. There's our forestry area. What do you mean it's failed because it's not outdoors? How high off your own farts do you have to... Okay, thank you. So our gardeners will get that shit sorted out. Not quite all of our prisoners are actually inside yet. We're getting there, though. And we'll have like a 12-hour shakedown to try to find that tunnel. Look, if you're brave enough to... Seriously, you know what? Overdose. See if I care. We offer a pharmacological treatment of drug addiction. We have like our own in-prison methadone clinic. If you can't help yourself, nobody else can help you. You know what? I don't think you're going to die of that overdose, but I hope it gives you some pause to think about how you want to live your life. You want to be in this prison forever? Somebody gets murdered here once a week. Anyway, shakedown time. There are 1,558 GD places that something could go wrong here. I'm hoping that at the very least we manage to find a tunnel. If we can find those tunnels, I will be extremely happy. And I've been running a pretty lenient prison on policy. You know, I've been... The only place where I've really had dogs is in the visitation room and around the infirmary, sort of. And then I've got armed guards outside, which is not that crazy. And I have... oh my god. You OD'd. Well, now I feel like an asshole, but... Again, our prison's finances are not based on, keeping people alive, unfortunately for him. We did what we could. That's why we offer that, that's why we offer those pharmacological treatment of drug addiction programs. Man, this is going real slow. Our gardeners are still moving quickly. Everything else inside of the prison is running at like 2 frames per second here. I'm going to go ahead and suggest this shakedown will probably take a little while to complete. We got a straight up brawl. You'll cool it. You'll cool it soon, I believe it. Yeah, okay. That's right. You get knocked unconscious. He was well fed and he still chose to riot. What would our ancestors think about that? You're out there on the African savannah, the Great Rift Valley, hunting a gazelle. Takes you and your friends 3 days to track it. Eventually you set a snare and you all get to eat one good meal for the first time that week. This guy getting served lobster and pork bellies and cabbage every freaking day. Freaking lobster. Oh, that's not lobsters. I thought those were lobsters from afar. Doesn't it kind of look like lobster claws? It's bacon, but still. Bacon every single day for free, and yet still they have the audacity to complain. You know what? I think our prison is too big to even do shakedowns. I'm sorry to say it, but it doesn't seem like that is going to be done in a timely fashion, and it's very much impacting my enjoyment of the game. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. I am happy with where we're at, even though we had a little bit of a snafu there. But in any case, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, I'll see you next time. And thanks for watching.